Good morning to everyone. So once again, I welcome back all of you to the online class session. So we have been discussing our fourth chapter, which is motion in a plane, and this is the lecture number 6. So in the previous class, we have discussed addition of vectors. In that one, we have completed triangle law of vector addition, parallelogram law of vector addition, and last one was the polygon law of vector addition. So once again here we will discuss the last one, which was the polygon law of vector addition, because some students are saying that the sound was not that much of clear. So once again we will discuss in detail this law, which is a polygon law of vector addition, right? So as I have told you, polygon means what? Polygon is a structure having all the sides are in straight line, right? Polygon is like a one structure which is having the straight sides and all the sides have been closed. So that structure we call it as the polygon, right? For example, this is the one side, right? The side must be straight. That should not be curved like this, right? That should be a straight. So this is the one side and another side. This is also a straight line, and this is another side. This is also straight line. This is also a straight line. It means every side must be a straight line, right? You can see here every sides are straight line. That should not be a curve. So this kind of structure we call it as the polygon, right? Here we are discussing about the polygon law of vector addition, right? So in place of sides, just we are representing our vectors. Vectors can be represented as like this. So in vector also we can see there is a one straight line, right? At the end of the line we are having the one arrow mark which is called head, right? So in that manner we are going to study polygon law of vector addition. See the statement I have written already here. See, this statement says that if number of vectors are represented both in magnitude and direction, if number of vectors are represented both in magnitude and direction by the sides of the polygon, right? Here these are what? Sides. This structure we call it as the polygon, and polygon is having many sides, right? In all these sides we are going to represent the many vectors that should be in magnitude and as well as in its direction, right? See here, magnitude and direction by the sides of the polygon. Next, then resultant vector represented both in magnitude and direction by the closing side of the polygon, taken in the opposite order. This must be remember, that taken in opposite order, right? Once again I will read. If number of vectors are represented both in magnitude and direction by the sides of the polygon, then the resultant vector represented, that should be in both in magnitude and direction by the closing side of the polygon, taken in the opposite order. So this is the main thing here, taken in the opposite order, right? So that I will represent all the vectors in polygon form. See here, assume that here I am having many vectors, vector A, right? And another vector B, vector A, vector B. Next, another vector C. See, all these sides are straight line. And another vector I will take D, right? I have taken 1, 2, 3, 4 vectors. You can take many vectors, more than 4, 5, 6, any number of vectors you can take. But the thing is, the sides must be a straight line. Of course, the vectors is always in a straight, right? So according to the statement, I have represented vectors in magnitude, right? This much of length. Length is nothing but it is a magnitude or value, and it is in this direction. And B is also I have represented in this direction with magnitude, and C also I have represented in this direction with magnitude, and D also I have represented in this direction with magnitude, right? our operation is what? Our operation is to add all the vectors, right? Here what we have? Polygon law of vector addition. It means vector should be added in polygon form, right? So here I have taken many vectors in the side form. Next, what it says? Represented both in magnitude and direction, right? This much we have completed. If number of vectors are represented both in magnitude and direction by the sides of the polygon, so this much I have drawn. So next what it says, then the resultant vector. Resultant means we have to add vector A, vector B, vector C, vector D. So whatever the vector, resultant vector we will get, that should be in opposite order of the closing side, right? The side should be opposite order. But in earlier case we have taken in all the vectors in same order. ಹೌದ್ರಿ? ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದ್ರೊಳಗಿತ್ತು, ಇದ್ರ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಇದರಿಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಇದ್ರ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಅದ, ಸೊ ಇದ್ರ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಅದ, ಡಿ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್. ಬಟ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ as compared to the all the vectors we have taken in the same order. See, the law says that only. Then the resultant vector represented both in magnitude and direction by the closing side. Yes, this is the closing side of the polygon taken in the opposite order. Yes, I have taken in opposite order, right? So if I take in the same order like this, that should not be this law. That should be in opposite order, right? So now we have drawn a polygon, a structure in which all the vectors are represented both in magnitude and direction. Next, the only thing is to find out the resultant vector. So when we will get the resultant vector, the vector should be added, right? So this is the main concept here. So how can we add the vectors? Vector A plus vector B, we will get one result. Vector A plus vector B will get one result. Next, vector A plus B plus vector C. See, this is how means. For example, here I have 5 and 6. Assume that here I am having 5 and here 6. So 5 plus 6 is what? It may be 11. Yes, it is 11. So resultant of these two I have got 11. Next I have to add result plus this side. ಹೌದ್ರಿ? ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ದ? ಎರಡು ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ನ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ. 5 ಇತ್ತು, 6 ಇತ್ತು. ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನಂಬರ್. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆ್ಯಡಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ನಂಬರ್ 5 and 6. I have got the resultant number which is 11. So next thing is to add the another number. Here somewhere you may take this is a 4. So next what I have to do? Resultant vector plus this vector. It means resultant value plus next value. See, resultant vector already we have got, resultant value already we have got 11. Next value is what? 4. It means 11 plus 4, it is 15. Vector A, vector B, vector C. This much of result we have got. 4, 5, 6, 4. The value we have got 15. Next, again I will take 15 plus next value you may take 6 or you may take 5, right? 5. Next what you will do? Resultant value plus next value. 15 plus 5, it is 20. It means all the vectors should be added. That means vector A, vector B, vector C, vector D. So finally we will get the resultant vector that should represented by the closing side, right? In that manner we are going to do the addition of the vectors. But we cannot add directly 5 plus 6 11, 11 plus 4 it is a 15. That is about the number. But here we are having the vectors. So to add the vectors there are the specific methods are there, right? So in that manner we are going to add the all the vectors, right? See here. Now suppose now I want to add vector A and vector B. Vector A separately I will take here. See, vector A was like this and vector B is like this. ಹೌದ್ರಿ, ಎರಡು ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡೀನಿ. ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಎ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ದಾಗ, ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಿ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ದಾಗ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ? I have to again go through the vector addition. There is a one specific law is there that should be applied here, right? So it is quite similar to the triangle, not exactly, but we have to make the triangle to get the resultant of these two. So in earlier case only we have done in first law of vector addition, which was triangle law of vector addition. So in that manner we are going to take the vectors. Howdri, vector A and the vector B da. Next ಇವೆರಡು ರಿಸಲ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್. ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ದಿ ರಿಸಲ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟೂ, ರೈಟ್? In the same manner I am going to, before that one I will represent some points. This is the O, this is the P, this is the Q, and this is the S, and this is the M, right? O, P, Q, S and M. Don't get confused, right? So now I need to have the resultant of these two vectors. So for that purpose I have to draw a one side, right? I am going to draw a one side. So this side gives what? Resultant. Ella bitbidri, only you focus on OPQ. OPQ is what? It is like a triangle. In both sides we are having vector A and vector B. So triangle of vector addition, what it says, if two vectors are represented, right? If two vectors are represented both in magnitude and direction by the two sides of the triangle. Yes, two sides of the triangle. In two sides of the triangle we have represented vector A and vector B. If two vectors are represented both in magnitude and direction by the two sides of the triangle, then third side give the resultant of resultant vector or resultant of the vector A and vector B, which was R is equals to A plus B, right? So first I will consider here, consider ಯಾವ triangle ರೀ? OPQ. Consider a triangle which is OPQ. OPQ, we have the triangle. Next what we have to do? We have to apply the triangle law of vector addition. Yes, I will write apply triangle law of vector addition. See what it says, OQ, right? Resultant vector or resultant side is what? OQ. Vector is equals to what? Sum of two sides. See, already we have done in the triangle of vector addition. The same thing I am applying here, right? Just I have one triangle. According to that manner I am taking the law, right? So resultant vector here is what? OQ. OQ vector is equals to OP plus PQ, right? OQ vector is equals to OP vector plus PQ vector. So OQ vector is equals to OP is what? A vector plus PQ is what? B vector. So this is the resultant of which side? OQ. It means in place of OQ can I write vector A plus vector B? I will write in small vector A plus vector B. So now I have got the resultant of vector A and vector B. So next what I have to do? Again, as I told for the number example, again I have to add vector A plus vector B plus vector C, right? So again I have to take a one line that should make one triangle, right? That should make one triangle. So I will rub this one. I hope you might have written. Yes sir, we have got one side OQ which is vector A plus vector B, right? So after that again I have drawn one line because I have to add the resultant with C. Whatever the resultant vector we have got, that should be added with the another vector, that is C. ಹೌದಿಲ್ರಿ? ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಾ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, ನಂಬರ್ 5 + 6 ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತು, ಏನು ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರ್ತದೆ 11. ಅದು 11 ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, 11 should be added with another number may be a 4. So 11 + 4 which is 5. So a resultant what we have, a plus b. It means a plus b should be added with the c, right? So for that again I have taken one line from the point O and it is touched with the point S. Here S is the point. Again you can see the another triangle, that is OQS, right? OQS. In that manner only I have to take. See here, consider which triangle, OQS. OQS. See, once again I am telling you, don't get confused. Here we have the polygon. In that polygon only we are making the small triangles to get the resultant vectors, right? Directly we cannot get simply by adding a vector, b vector, c vector, d. That is not a manner to add the all the vectors. So to add the vectors we have this some specific law. That law should be applied here, right? First I have made one triangle, I have got the result a plus b. Next again I am making the one triangle to get the another resultant vector, right? In the same manner we are going to do. Finally we will get one resultant vector, that should be a resultant vector of the polygon. It is the resultant vector of triangle of what, OPQ. So next another resultant vector we will get, that is the triangle for OQS, right? And finally we will get the result for the polygon, right? See here, once again I have taken one line from O to S. You can see the triangle OQS. O, right, OQS, and this is one triangle. Simply I will try here. ಹೌದ್ರಿ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಆಯ್ತು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಯಾವುದು, O ನಿಂದ Q, Q ನಿಂದ S, S ನಿಂದ O. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾವ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು, O ನಿಂದ P, P ನಿಂದ Q, Q ನಿಂದ O. ಅದೇ ಥರ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ನಾವು ತಗೊಳತ್ತಿದ್ದೆವು, OQS. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವ್ದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ OQS triangle, right? In OQS triangle then again we have to add the vectors, right? Which vector, which law we have to adopt here? Of course triangle of addition, because this is in the form of triangle, right? See here also two vectors, a plus b. Consider a plus b is a one vector, right? A plus b is a one vector, is represented in one side, another c vector is represented in another side. Two vectors are represented in two sides, then third side will give the resultant of these two. It means OS is equals to OQ plus QS, right? Consider OQS triangle. Again apply triangle law of vector addition. In short I have written VA. V is vector, A is addition. See, resultant side is which one here, OS, right? So OS vector is equals to OQ plus QS. OQ vector plus QS vector. ಹೌದ್ರಿ, ಇದೇ ಥರ ಅದ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಆಫ್ addition, ಇದೇ ಹೇಳ್ತದ. Third side is equals to sum of the two side. Yes, third side, that is OS, is equals to sum of the two side, OQ and QS. OQ and QS, right? So OS vector is equals to OQ. OQ we have got A plus B. Here we have OQ is equals to A plus B. The result which I have got, I have written in that side, right? So this is the resultant side for OPQ, right? OQ is the resultant side of the triangle OPQ. Here OS is the resultant side of OQS, right? So OQ we have vector A plus vector B, right? Next QS, of course QS we are having the value which is C. So OS value we have got, right? So here I will write first side I have got only A plus B. So next I have got A plus B plus C. I'll write here A plus B plus C. ಹೌದ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ, ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ I have written vector A plus vector B plus vector C. So next again this resultant vector should be added with the next vector. Next vector we are having the D vector. So for that already we have draw a one closing side. Right. Again we can see the another triangle OSM. So this is the point M. Right. I'll write clearly. This is the point M. OSM. It means in next step. So this is the step 1. This is the step 2, and the last step I am going to write here this step. Here. Here the resultant side is which one? OM. OM is the resultant side, and OS, in that OS side we have got the value vector A plus vector B plus vector C, and another side we have SM. SM value already we have D vector. Right. Again consider triangle. Which triangle now? QSM. Sorry, this is O. OSM. OSM. To this triangle I have to apply triangle of vector addition. And write apply triangle of vector addition. Right. So next what I will do? I will take the resultant side, which is OM. OM vector is equals to another two sides we are having OS and SM. The resultant side is equals to sum of the two sides. Which are those? OS and SM. Right. OS vector plus SM vector. Right. OS already we have got. So first OM is equals to OS is what? Vector A plus vector B plus vector C. Alright. Vector A plus vector B plus vector C. Next SM is what? Vector D. Right. So in the statement I have told that the closing side gives the resultant vector. It means this acts as the R vector, which is resultant vector. So finally OM is what? OM is the resultant vector for all the vectors, or the resultant vector for the vectors which are in polygon form. It means in place of OM I am going to write the R. Of course if you write OM, that is also correct, but OM acts as the resultant vector. We can write R. Right. Here I will write OM is the resultant vector. Right. See here. In place of OM I am going to write vector R is equals to vector A plus vector B plus vector C plus vector D. See, in this way we have to apply the triangle of vector addition. Simply we cannot write vector A plus vector B plus vector C plus vector D. So to avoid those things we have the one perfect law. So if we go through that perfect law we can write this result. Howdri ಏನದ ಸೇಮ್ ಹಂಗೆ ಅದ 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus numbers. It is like adding the numbers. Right. So this is the last law of vector addition, which was the polygon law of vector addition. Take a screenshot. In exam they may ask for 3 marks. State and explain the polygon law of vector addition. First you have to write the statement, after that this is the diagram, and after that case 1, case 2, case 3. Right. So this is the method to add the vectors. Right. So next concept we will discuss here. Next concept we have properties of vector addition. See, in that one we are having vector addition is commutative, and second property is vector addition is associative, third one is the vector addition is distributive. So in this chapter, the main concept we are going to study about the vectors. Still we are studying in vectors only, right? Still now we haven't gone to the motion. Still we are in vectors only. See, vector is a main theme or a main concept in especially physics and as well as in mathematics. In second year also you can learn vectors. So before that only you should have some ideas about the vectors. It means what is vector and how the vectors can be added and properties of vector addition. So these are the necessary things to study, right? So in exam also they may ask a maximum numbers on the vectors only. They may ask define the vectors and how many kinds of vectors are there and laws of vector addition and properties of vector addition. So these are all the things uh, which uh, which may be asked in your exam, right? So that's why we are discussing in detail of the vectors, right? So next we are having the properties of vector addition. In that only we are having three. One is commutative property, another one is the associative property, another one is the distributive property. So these are the main three properties for the vector addition. So we'll discuss one by one. So first one we will discuss vector addition is commutative, right? Vector addition is commutative. In exam also they may ask write the or name the properties of the vector addition. Simply you have to write these three. One is commutative, one is associative, another one is the distributive, right? So first one we are going to discuss about the vector addition is commutative. See here, vector addition is commutative means what? See, first vector A plus vector B is equals to vector B plus vector A, right? See, this is how means 5 plus 6, 5 plus 6 is equals to 11, correct? 5 plus 6 equal to of course 11. So this 11 can be written as 6 plus 5. 5 plus 6 is equals to of course it is 11. And 6 plus 5 is what? It is also 11. It means whatever the result we are getting, that is the same. But the order is a change. In first case I have written 5 and next I have written 6. In next case I have written 6 and 5. See, you focus on the result. In both the cases we are having the same result, that is 11. That doesn't matter of the order. In it does not mean that first we have to take 5 and after that we have to 6 and first we have to 6 we have to take a 6 after that 5. It's not like that. You take any number but you focus on result, the result will be same. In the same way, vector A plus vector B is equals to vector B plus vector A, right? 5 plus 6 is equals to 11. Of course this can be written as 6 plus 5. So this is what? Commutative property. So here we have to prove this one, but for the number there is no need to prove that. See, this is a common thing, 5 plus 6 equal to 11 or 6 plus 5 equal to 11. So this is a common thing, everyone can say that. But in case of vector we need to prove this one by taking again that triangle law of vector addition and parallelogram law of vector addition. So this has to be proved by analytically and graphically, right? What is the vector? What is the first property? Commutative property. It says that vector A plus vector B is equals to vector B plus vector A. So this we are going to prove here. How it is possible that vector A plus B is equals to vector B plus vector A, right? See here, how many vectors we are having? 2 vectors. Listen here, how many vectors we are having? 2 vectors. It means we have to take 2 vectors, right? I will take here I will take 2 vector, right? First one is what? Vector A. See, sum is there, sum means plus, that should be added with vector B. That condition, origin of the B coincides with the head of the A, right? See, origin of the B, origin of the B coincides with the vector B. Yes, I have taken vector A and vector B and I have represented in magnitude and direction. Magnitude and direction. Right. So now I have to add these two. I have to add vector A plus vector B. So to add the vectors, we have the triangle law of vector addition, parallelogram law of vector addition, polygon law of vector addition. So among those three, which one I have to choose? Of course, triangle law of vector addition, because two vectors are represented in two sides. Then the only thing is the third side we have to draw. That gives the resultant of these two. Right. Yes, I am going to take here third side. Yes, I have taken third side. Vector A plus vector B. So resultant of these two is vector R. So vector R is equals to what? Vector A plus vector B. See, this is the common thing. Right. And represent O. This is the P and this is the Q. Right. O, P, Q. Right. So first, consider triangle OPQ. Consider a triangle, which one? OPQ. OPQ. Yes, of course, we have got the triangle. Next, we have to add. To add these two vectors, which law we have to use? Triangle law of vector addition. So apply triangle law of vector addition. VA means vector A means addition. See, that says what? Resultant side, that is OQ. OQ vector is equals to sum of two sides, which is OP and PQ. OP vector plus PQ vector. Right. So OQ vector I will write as it is. OP is how much? Vector A plus PQ is how much? Vector B. Right. So one thing we have got, you write this as the equation number 1. Remember that we are going to prove vector A plus vector B is equals to vector B plus vector A. So for that purpose I have taken vector A and vector B and I have drawn one side to make a triangle. Triangle eduk ಮಾಡ್ಲತ್ತಿದೇವ್ರಿ ಇವೆರಡು ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ. So one triangle ಮಾಡಿ, now I have got a one resultant vector, that is vector A plus vector B. Right. So next one, I have got one side vector A plus vector B. Yes, vector A plus vector B. Next thing is to find out the R to get the B plus A. ಹೌದ್ರಿ, ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ A plus B ಅನ್ನ ಬಂತು ನಮಗೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ? B plus A ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ? How it is possible to get vector B plus vector A? So that is the question here. Right. For that, another law of vector addition we had. First one was triangle law of vector addition we have taken. Another one is parallelogram law of vector addition. So what it says? The lines are parallel. So by using this triangle, can we make this as the parallel? Yes, of course parallel. Just draw one line parallel, that should be parallel to the vector A. Howdri? So now I will taking a line. Right. See here, I am drawing one parallel line. Right, this is parallel to the OP. Next, here also we have said the same side I am going to take here with the same magnitude. Right. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ 5 ಲೆಂತ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 6 ಮೀಟರ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ 6 ಮೀಟರ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್. ಸೊ ಒನ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಐತ್ರಿ OP ಗೆ ಆಯ್ತು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಅದೇ ಥೀಮ್ದಾಗ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ರೈಟ್. ಎಸ್, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ taken another line. See, parallel means what? If this is 5 meter, then the above side will be 5 meter. If this is 6 meter, then the front side will be 6 meter. Right. But we are here we are not having the value. but instead of value we are having this some magnitude, sorry, some vectors, right? Here is the vector A, then the above side will be vector A. Above side will be vector A. Here we are having the vector B, so this will be vector B. Again you can see the another triangle. Yes, first we have only OPQ, right? After taking a parallel line, two triangle you can see. One is OPQ, another one is OQ. I will name here S. This point is S. OQS, right? Now you can see here OQS. Howdri? Next time another triangle you have to consider to get this one B plus A. Yes. Consider which triangle? OQS. Earlier it was OPQ. OQS. Consider triangle OQS. OQS we have got. Next thing is, again we are having the two sides, right? In the first side we are having vector A plus vector B. You may write R, or if you didn't write R, that is also correct, right? For your understanding purpose I have written. Simply you will write A plus B, that is understood, which is the resultant vector. See, one side we are having A plus B, right? Another side we are having the vector A, right? So next what we have to do? Next we have to get this one. So consider triangle OQS. So OQS is what? One triangle. Again apply triangle law of vector addition. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅದರಿ, ಮನೆ ಕೂತ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈಸಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ರೈಟ್? Just you have to see the videos again and again, then you will get idea, right? You have to watch the videos again and again, and you have to concentrate what I am going to explain. So that is the main theme here. So if you concentrate on the things, you will be you will get a clear format of the derivation, right? Apply triangle of vector addition to the triangle OQS. So what it says? Resultant side here we are having OQ, right? OQ is equals to another two sides were QS and SO, or OS, right? OS plus another one is SQ, right? So OQ is equals to OS is how much? Vector B. See, vector B, and SQ is what? Vector A. Vector A. So you call this one as the equation 2. See here, equation 1 and equation 2. In both the cases we are having OQ value. In this case also we are having OQ value. So can you substitute equation 2 in this equation 1? Or equation 1 can be substituted in this equation 1, right? I'll write here, substitute which one? Equation 1. Substitute equation 1 in equation 2. So equation 2, what we have? OQ is equals to B plus A, right? See here, OQ value we have A plus B. It means A plus B should be placed in this place, right? A plus B ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕ್ರಿ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ OQ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತದ A plus B ಅಂತ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನದ? OQ ನೇ ಅದ. OQ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನು? A ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ B ವೆಕ್ಟರ್. ಸೊ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ 2 ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬರಿತೀನಿ. ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ 2 ಏನ್ರಿ? ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಬರಿತೀನಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ರೈಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ B ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ A ವೆಕ್ಟರ್, ರೈಟ್? OQ ಜಾಗದಾಗ ಏನು ಬರೀಬೇಕು? We have to write this one because we have the value for OQ, which is vector A plus vector B. So this is the derivation, which is vector A plus vector B is equals to B vector plus A vector. So this is the simple format. Just you have to take the vectors, two vectors, vector A and vector B. Next, draw one line that will make one triangle. You will get one result, OQ. After that, take a parallel line for the below side and for the front side. two parallel lines you have to take. Again you have to consider another triangle OQS. Again you will add these two vectors, you will get final result a plus b is equals to b plus a. Right. So next concept we will discuss.